Alrighty, hey my stars and cars, it's Solar Void here. This is the first time I've made a commentary video before, but I've been wanting to do something like this for a long time. Huge thank you to my biggest inspiration for art, Bree Draws, for inspiring me to start commentary. Most of my longer form commentary videos will be fandom related, so if you're not interested, then Anywho, today I'll be talking about the Eddsworld ships and their dynamics from my perspective. Just so you know, this is mostly based on opinion, and you're welcome to think differently than me, of course. I do tend to stutter a lot, so excuse that, because no matter how many takes I'll always end up stuttering at some point. Now, let's get into the video. Starting off with the first and probably most popular ship in the fandom, Tom Tord / Tord Tom, or maybe Checkered Bacon? I've been seeing people make new names for the ships, I don't know. I used to be a big fan of this ship back when I first joined the fandom in 2020, I think. Don't get me wrong, I love all of the ships. I think they'd all make good matches in some way or another. I just love some ships more than others. What? Who said that? Anyway, they had a very complicated relationship in the show. They fought a lot, but they still did live together, so they could tolerate each other's existence to a certain extent, I would think. I could see them getting together as an enemies to lovers situation, you know, or they would hook up for their own benefits and then grow feelings, I guess. I'm a Wattpad writer, if you couldn't tell. I could see them maybe making it work one way or another. Maybe Ed would force them to get along, and then they'd realize each other's presence isn't that bad. I think that wraps up this ship, I suppose. Moving on! Next, I'll be speaking about Tom Ed / Ed Tom. Again, maybe checkered cola or cola shots? In my opinion, anyone paired with Ed would work pretty well. He's just so lovable, so how could you not? I feel like they'd have a very sweet relationship. Tom was pretty much the nicest to Ed and tries his best not to have his jokes too harsh on him. In the end part 2, Ed was really concerned for Tom leaving and wanting to make sure he was okay. Yes, he's his friend and all, but he didn't act the same way about Matt in Zombie Nation. He only really cared when he realized Matt had the emergency cola. Their dynamic is like Grumpy X Sunshine, basically. They're both capable of murdering you if they really wanted to. That's all I really have to say about these two, so on to the next one. Wrapping up the Tom ships, Tom Matt / Matt Tom, also known as Checkered Mirror, according to one of my mutuals. Despite how much Tom picks on Matt, I feel like they would be really cute together. I'm pretty sure they interact with each other more than they do with Tord and Ed, no matter the context. Don't quote me on that, I don't have the best memory. Again, I feel like this is another Grumpy X Sunshine situation because Matt will always see the bright side of things simply because, well, he's not the brightest. That doesn't change the fact that he could also kill you if he wanted to, even if he was unaware that he was doing so. I feel like Matt would balance out Tom's natural mean girl aura and make him seem like the person who he actually is, a person who covers their emotions with violence or insults. Well, that's how I see him in my eyes, at least. Continuing on with the Matt ships, I'll be talking about Tord Matt / Matt Tord. I honestly don't know what their alternative ship name would be. I need suggestions. God, I am talking fast. I feel like this situation is similar to Checkered Mirror, but Tord's a bit more, I don't know, just more violent in general with less of reason, I guess. I honestly don't have that much of an opinion or justification for this one. I just think they'd be really sweet together, but not in a typical couple way. If you get what I mean. I'm sure that one of my mutuals on TikTok could give you a better explanation because one of her favorite ships is a fellow multi-shipper. Her username is gonna be on the screen. I'm pretty sure that's the correct @ Anyways, now on to what I believe was the second most popular ship in the fandom, Matt Ed / Ed Matt. Again, not a clue what their alternative ship name would be. As I previously stated, I think that anyone with Ed would pair well. I feel like they would have the standard vanilla relationship. Well, Unless you throw like the vampire Matt headcanon into the mix. They have a pretty standard friendship in the show, and it would make a lot of sense if they got together, in my opinion. Matt was almost always there, even if he didn't play a major part in the episodes, and I'm pretty sure he was with Ed from the start, if I remember correctly. Even though Ed thought Matt to be a prick, before they became friends, I'm pretty sure that's what he said. The relationship was very solid. Now, onto the final and my most favorite ship, Tord Ed / Ed Tord, also known as Bacon Cola. This is gonna be a long one. In my eyes, this ship makes the most sense. Ed was the only one who was truly nice to Tord. Yes, the episodes The Dudette Next Door and Breakfast exist, but everyone fights over stupid things sometimes. I'm a prime example. In the episode Tord's Adventure, Ed sent something to him that he knew would make him mad, and he calculated what he was going to do. He set everything up perfectly, even down to exactly where he would land after the explosion. Yes, it's a cartoon. Yes, I don't care. Why would people who weren't soulmates go through all that trouble, especially with the risk of the other person getting mad at them? And which, might I add, Tord didn't. In Zombie Attack 2, Ed came to Tord's funeral, and in that same episode, Tord came to Ed for help, and then he helped him. Not to mention, after Tord slammed his leg in the door, Ed helped him walk and carried him on his back. In the storyboard, when Tord was leaving, Ed and him were supposed to hug, and in the end, Ed hugged him when he came back. In both parts 1 and 2 of the end, Ed was really happy to have his friend back with him, and it was soul-crushing watching him to realize that he didn't care for him anymore, at least from what he could tell. I think there's a reason that the What the Future creators in the fandom have Tord send people after Ed, but it could just be me. I'm pretty sure that wraps up this video. Just let me know if you want more commentary videos like this. Comment any Eddsworld topics you want me to cover. Also, to anyone who didn't see my community post, I've opened up commissions. I've finally gotten to earn my own money since I'm not old enough for most jobs yet. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you, my stars, in another galaxy.